ado, I'd like to introduce a very special person to the Mississauga Music Walk of Fame. He calls himself our #1 supporter, and he is the counselor of Ward 1, Ward Wonderful, Councillor Stephen Dasko. He's going to come up and say a few words. And we often say we're very lucky to have such a wonderful counselor in Ward 1.
Well, good morning, everyone. This is a really awesome and incredible day. 2 days ago, I think we were all with jackets on, and we were getting a little bit concerned that fall was coming a little early. Well, we don't have that problem right now, and it's great to see everybody here. And so again, my name's Stephen Dasko. I'm the counselor for Ward 1 here in the city. And this is really incredible. The 12th annual Mississauga Walk of Fame. Pretty incredible to see. And first of all, I just want to, again, just acknowledge colleagues that are here. There's Charles Suzi that we just spoke from the federal government, MP for Mississauga Lakeshore. And we also have Councillor Chris Fonseca from Ward 3. And Chris is a strong advocate for the symphony right across the city here as well. And again, right back to Patty, Cliff, Don, and Joey for all that you do to keep this thing going. And as Patty mentioned, I'm probably the strongest advocate. I think I am the advocate on council, just because I know the history of it. I know how important it is. And truly, where we're going is, I think, we're at the infant stages of what we have in terms of music here in the city of Mississauga, and this is going to be a significant component of that. And I think everybody, or not everybody, but I think most, and I don't want to take anything for granted, know that there was a former councillor. His name was Jim Toby, and he was the former councillor for Ward 1, and we lost him a few years back. And he was very instrumental in having the Walk of Fame come to life. So just wanted to pay tribute to what he's done. So from our patios, pubs, restaurants, festivals like the Shuffle, we have got an incredible amount of talent that we like to showcase. Mississauga is truly a hub for music. And as mentioned, it's home of people like Gil Moore from Triumph, Billy Talent, Party Next Door, Oscar Peterson, and of course, Patty Janetta. As a city, we're working to put our pin on the map as an internationally recognized incubator for top talent and a national destination for live music with the launch of our first ever music strategy. And that's within the city. And not only that, but what we have recently been designated is we called ourselves, and we're really pushing for being a music city. And this is something that, again, we're just at the early stages of, but it's extremely exciting, and we have got a lot of incredible talent that just need those spots to get showcased, and the best is yet to come. So, reason, of course, that we're here today is we're going to celebrate excellence as we do with the walk. And first, of course, we've got Juno Award winner, and she's just awesome. I've got to just say, she's awesome. And Suzi McNeil, and I think I first mentioned to you that I used to watch this show, some other may have, called Rockstar in Excess. And yes. And I saw this lady get up and start singing. I'm like, holy smokes, she's fantastic. And then I say, she's Canadian. I'm like, she's Canadian. And then there's a tie to Mississauga. I'm like, Mississauga? This is amazing. And so, again, it was from there where I just thought and think that she's just absolutely fantastic. And as well, you had Aerosmith performing with you yesterday. That was great. And then our other inductee, Dennis Mastromonaco, who, again, just another fantastic person who's bringing classical music to everybody. He performed here a little while ago as part of the city's music series, and one of the parts that he did, he actually turned over his baton to somebody in the crowd to come up and conduct the orchestra, so helping bring music that some people sometimes don't quite understand to everybody, and as well just have everybody join in, and also for, of course, the Mississauga Symphony Orchestra. So I would like to just say that we truly have the makings, and we are going through just an incredible transformation here at the city. The best is yet to come, so please, I'd like to congratulate Suzi McNeil and the Mississauga Symphony Orchestra for having the honor of being the recipients of this great achievement for this year. Have a wonderful afternoon, everybody.
Thank you very much, Stephen Dasko. So, none of this would be possible, of course, without our sponsors, because they help us make it work, and we appreciate them very much. And at this time, I'd like to bring up the Vice Chairman of the Board, Don McVie, to say a few words about our sponsors. Thank you.
A few words. Everybody who knows me knows a few words is very easy for me. That's the first 5 minutes. I'm Don McVie. I'm very, very proud to be Vice Chair of the Mississauga Music Walk of Fame. And as a resident of Mississauga, and specifically Port Credit and Moore Park for more than 50 years, oh my God, I'm happy to say that together we're making it very comfortable for people meeting their others in the world and saying, I come from Mississauga. And the heritage and the achievement that has come from elements like the Walk of Fame, recognizing our local heroes, recognizing the achievements that have been made, is very, very, very significant, not just to the larger world, but I think to all of us who feel a greater sense of pride. I want to say thank you to Charles Sousa for coming, to Chris and to Stephen. The support from the city, and I know there are city staff here, has been immeasurably important, and most importantly, it's been growing. From what started out as an event, by the day Guy introduced that dangerous line, word wonderful. And someone will know exactly what I'm saying. I love that line, but boy, does it ever make the other councillors sometimes look at us with disdain. I'm here to speak up for the grantors and the sponsors who have stood by us and who are standing by us and making this happen. Having been here first as a sponsor and now as a participant, I've got to say, to watch it grow and to watch its relevance grow is of immeasurable importance. And it wouldn't be possible without like our lead sponsor, Brightwater, supporters like Deanne and the Shores, and then most recently Tours in Mississauga, who stepped in and saw that we were very much a part of the future landscape and stepped up and brought their money and brought their support. Just as we acknowledge the lands we stand on, it is important to recognize that the firmament is the public support. That's the volunteers, that's the sponsors. And whether they be big or small, when they say yes, we're there, it gives us all a great boost. And so I do welcome all the sponsors and those who made this possible. Thank you, Danny at Peel Chrysler. Thanks, Chris Thompson. Thanks, Yvonne. Thanks to the Cliftons. And where would we be without the Port Credit Community Foundation and the BIA, who singularly stepped up when, after Jim departed, there was this moment whether the question was whether this would continue. And the BIA and the foundation both had invested from the beginning and said, let's make it happen, but let's engage inductees. Let's bring the stars of the show into the forefront of helping organize it. So I'm very proud to be the only one of the four who's not a member of the walk, but I'm very proud of my colleagues who are. I'm writing my book, and I think I'll eventually get in. And I would like to acknowledge that the city of Mississauga has been tremendously helpful, but there is one person who stands alone, and that is Shelley Slackus, who was our guiding light. She, as anybody who knows Shelley, could come down hard if you weren't doing things right, but she has always been there. And even in retirement, she has helped us navigate the rapidly changing environment and figure out what we can expect and what we can do and what we need to ask for. Thank you, Shelley. And last but not least, I want to congratulate and thank our hosts over the past years, Tim Horton's Southside Shuffle, the amazing leadership team there, Chris Kane and the board, and Ron Duquette, who's the past chair, is here. Thank you so much for hosting us and making this a great place to work. Now I have the great honor of introducing the general manager of Brightwater, our great friend who this year brought her whole family, Christina Giannoni.